My dear friend, sit with me for a moment. Let us imagine we are sitting together on a quiet afternoon. The light is gentle, the breeze is soft. We are sipping a warm cup of tea. You have come to me not just for advice, but for something deeper. You want to know how to protect that precious gift you hold inside you. Your health, your peace, and your freedom. You see, after 65, every sunrise feels more tender. Every laugh feels more sacred. And every decision carries a different weight. You have spent decades giving to others, sacrificing for your family, your friends, your work. But there comes a moment when we must draw a gentle yet firm line to protect the core of who we are. Today, I want to share with you 6 things you must never sacrifice for anyone after 65. Not for your children, not for your spouse, not for your oldest friend. Because your well-being is not selfishness, it is survival, it is dignity. First, never sacrifice your sleep. Many elders, out of love or obligation, wake up at odd hours to help a loved one, to answer calls, to be endlessly available. But sleep is the foundation of your health. A large study published in the journal Sleep found that older adults who consistently sleep less than 6 hours are at significantly higher risk for cognitive decline and heart disease. Another study by the National Institute on Aging showed that poor sleep weakens the immune system, making you more vulnerable to infections and chronic illness. When you give up your sleep, you give up the shield that protects your mind and body. Imagine your brain like a small town that needs time each night to clear away debris, to repair roads, to clean the parks. Without that time, the whole town begins to crumble. So guard your sleep as fiercely as you would guard a grandchild crossing a busy street. Say no when you must. Let the phone ring. Let the world wait. Next, never sacrifice your movement. Too often I have seen my patients slow down after retirement. They stay inside. They sit longer. They move less. Maybe it starts with knee pain or a small fall. Then the fear sets in. But movement is not just about keeping your muscles strong. It is the very language of life. Research from Harvard Medical School has shown that regular moderate exercise reduces the risk of early death by nearly 50% in older adults. A study in JAMA found that even light activity, like walking around the block or gardening, can add years to your life and improve your mood dramatically. When you stop moving, your body begins to forget how to live. Your balance weakens. Your bones become brittle. Your heart and lungs lose their courage. Movement does not have to be intense. It simply needs to be consistent. A slow stroll, a few stretches, a gentle dance in the living room to your favorite song. Whatever it is, keep moving. Do not let anyone convince you to give it up for errands, for constant babysitting, for anyone's convenience. Another treasure you must not sacrifice is your independence in making choices. So many seniors are subtly pushed into giving up control over their meals, their clothing, their social life. It may begin as small suggestions from family, but it can grow into a quiet erosion of your autonomy. You know what you like to eat. You know what you want to wear. You know which friends make you feel alive and which drain you. A large study in the Gerontologist Journal found that older adults who maintain decision-making power in daily life had a 60% lower risk of depression. The feeling of being in control is deeply tied to your sense of self-worth and mental health. When you give this up, even out of love, you start to disappear bit by bit. Stand firm. Choose what you want for dinner. Wear the colors that make you feel bright. Say yes to invitations that spark your joy and no to those that do not. Your independence is not a small thing. It is the very spine that holds you upright in this world. Next, never sacrifice your social connections. You might feel tired. You might feel disappointed by people. You might feel safer staying home. But loneliness is more dangerous than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This is not a poetic exaggeration. This is a finding from a landmark study published in Perspectives on Psychological Science. Human beings, especially in later years, need connection to thrive. Those who maintain strong social ties have lower rates of heart disease, dementia, and even cancer. Your friends, your neighbors, your book club, your choir group, they are not just hobbies, they are lifelines. When someone tries to isolate you or make you feel guilty for enjoying time with others, remember that you are fighting for your life. You deserve laughter. You deserve companionship. You deserve to feel that warmth that only another human soul can offer. Do not let anyone take that from you. Another thing you must never sacrifice is your financial security. I have seen so many kind elders drain their savings for grown children, for relatives, or for causes they feel obliged to support. Your financial stability is your safety net. It is your ability to say no, to walk away, to make choices without fear. Research from the National Council on Aging shows that older adults who give away significant portions of their savings often experience higher rates of anxiety and depression, and they are at greater risk for elder abuse. It is beautiful to help those you love, but there is a line. Once you cross it, you endanger your own health and freedom. Keep a clear eye on your resources. Protect them as you would protect a precious family heirloom. Be generous, but never at the expense of your basic needs and future security. Lastly, never sacrifice your dreams and passions. Perhaps you think it is too late to start painting, to learn an instrument, to take that trip you always dreamed of. Society whispers to you that after 65, you should shrink, become quiet, stay still. But your spirit knows better. A study published in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that pursuing passions in later life dramatically improves well-being and even extends lifespan. When you feed your soul, your body responds. You find more energy, more joy, more reason to wake up each morning. Your dreams do not expire because of a birthday. They only expire when you abandon them. Do not let anyone tell you it is childish or impractical. If you want to learn to dance, sign up for that class. If you want to write your life story, pick up that pen. If you want to plant a rose garden, start digging. This is your time to reclaim your spirit and let it soar. So, my dear friend, I want you to breathe in these words deeply. Feel them settle into your bones. You have earned the right to protect these 6 treasures: your sleep, your movement, your independence, your social ties, your financial security, and your passions. When you safeguard these, you create a foundation from which you can truly live rather than merely exist. Remember, no one else is living inside your body. No one else feels your heartbeat from the inside. You alone know the quiet prayers you whisper at night, the aches that visit your knees in the morning, the small joys that make your spirit dance. It is not selfish to guard your health. It is not rude to say no. It is not unkind to prioritize your peace. These are acts of deep self-respect, and they ripple out to bless everyone around you. When you stand strong, you inspire others to do the same. You show your children, your grandchildren, your friends what it means to live with dignity and courage. Science stands behind you in this. The studies are clear. Older adults who protect these areas live longer, happier, and healthier lives. Their brains stay sharper, their hearts stay stronger, their spirits stay lighter. When you give up these treasures, you begin to shrink into a smaller version of yourself. But when you hold them close, you bloom, even in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. I have walked beside thousands of elders as a doctor. I have listened to their regrets, their triumphs, their final wishes. And again, they tell me they wish they had protected themselves sooner. They wish they had said no more often. They wish they had danced more, loved more, slept more, laughed more. These are not empty words. These are the distilled truths of a lifetime. So today, promise me this. As you rise each morning, remind yourself of these 6 sacred things. When someone asks you to give up your sleep, your walk, your freedom of choice, your precious friendships, your savings, or your deepest passions, pause. Take a breath. Listen to the quiet voice inside you. Then choose yourself. With each choice, you reclaim a piece of your life. You gather the scattered fragments of your joy. You build a fortress around your peace. And when the sun sets on each day, you will feel it. You will feel that soft hum in your chest that says you lived this day for you. You honored the long journey that brought you here. You honored the child you once were, the adult you struggled to become, and the elder you are now becoming. You honored the sacred truth that your life is your own, a story only you can write. Never forget, you are worth every ounce of protection, every brave no, every gentle boundary. Hold your treasures close, and may each day ahead be filled with health, peace, and a freedom that no one can take from you. why saying no is one of the most powerful tools you have after 65. Let me speak to you honestly today about a simple word with immense power. That word is no. After 65, many of us have spent decades saying yes to family, friends, obligations, and the expectations placed upon us. We have been the caregivers, the supporters, the reliable anchors in other storms. But now more than ever, saying no becomes not just a choice, but a lifeline. Saying no is one of the most powerful tools you have after 65. It is a shield that protects your health. It is a boundary that preserves your peace. It is a voice that claims your freedom. And believe me, science supports this truth. Studies have shown that setting clear boundaries and being able to say no can improve mental and physical health dramatically in older adults. Think about what happens when you always say yes. The demands pile up, the favors multiply, the energy drains away. This is not a matter of mere inconvenience. This is a matter of survival. According to research published in the Journal of Gerontology, older adults who struggle to assert themselves and say no experience higher levels of stress hormones. These hormones, when elevated over time, increase the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Stress is a silent thief that steals your vitality, your sleep, and your joy. By learning to say no, you reduce this burden. You allow your body and mind to rest and heal. Saying no is also an act of self-respect. It tells others and yourself that your time, your health, and your feelings matter. A study in the American Journal of Psychiatry found that older adults who maintain healthy boundaries report lower rates of depression and anxiety. This is no coincidence. When you say no, you are declaring that your needs are valid. You are preventing resentment from building up inside you, which can poison relationships quietly over time. Resentment is a slow fire. Saying no is a way to keep that fire from starting or spreading. Many seniors hesitate to say no because they fear disappointing others or being seen as selfish. But consider this. When you say yes to everything, you may end up saying no to yourself without realizing it. You might miss a needed doctor's appointment, skip your favorite hobby, or forgo a much-needed rest. A large study conducted by the National Institute on Aging showed that older adults who regularly put others' needs before their own are more likely to report poorer physical health and lower quality of life. Saying no is not selfishness. It is wisdom. It is the courage to care for the most important person in your life, yourself. Saying no also preserves your freedom. Freedom is not just about physical movement or financial independence. It is about control over your own life decisions. After 65, maintaining this control becomes crucial. A study published in the Gerontologist demonstrated that seniors who felt they had more control over their lives reported greater happiness and life satisfaction. When you cannot say no, you risk losing this control. Others may make decisions for you, even when those decisions do not serve your best interests. Learning to say no restores your power to choose, to prioritize, and to live life on your terms. It is important to understand that saying no does not have to come with guilt or harshness. It can be kind and firm. You can say no while still expressing care and love. For example, saying no to a request that overwhelms you can be done with honesty. You might say, "I love you and I want to help, but I need to take care of myself too." This honesty builds respect. It teaches others to honor your limits. The Journal of Aging Studies reports that older adults who communicate their boundaries clearly experience better relationships in the long run. People often respect you more when you show that you respect yourself first. There is also a physical benefit to saying no. When you overcommit, your body responds with fatigue, aches, and sometimes serious illness. A landmark study in the British Medical Journal linked chronic stress from caregiving or excessive responsibility with weakened immune function and faster aging at the cellular level. Saying no can be a form of medicine. It reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and supports your immune system. It gives your body a chance to repair and rejuvenate. Think of saying no as a prescription you write for yourself. It is a daily dose of protection that helps you live longer and feel better. Many elders find it difficult to say no because they fear being lonely or isolated. But the truth is that saying no to some things creates space for the things that truly nourish you. When you say no to overwhelming demands, you say yes to moments of peace, joy, and connection that feed your soul. Research in the field of positive psychology shows that prioritizing meaningful activities and relationships over constant obligation enhances life satisfaction significantly. Saying no helps you focus on what truly matters. It lets you choose quality over quantity in your interactions and commitments. I want you to imagine your life as a garden. Saying yes to everything is like planting too many seeds in one small patch of earth. The plants compete for sunlight, water, and space. Many fail to thrive. Saying no is like tending your garden carefully. You choose the seeds that will bloom best. You give them room to grow. You water and nourish only what you truly want. This is how your life after 65 can flourish when you embrace the power of no. Of course, learning to say no is not easy for everyone. It may feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar. You might worry about hurting someone's feelings or causing conflict. But remember that your well-being is your responsibility. No one else can protect it better than you. Start small. Practice saying no in low-risk situations. Notice how you feel. Notice how others respond. You might be surprised that people accept your no with understanding. Over time, it will become easier. It will become a natural part of your life. In summary, saying no after 65 is more than a word. It is a tool for your health, peace, and freedom. It reduces stress and protects your body. It maintains your mental well-being and builds respect in your relationships. It preserves your independence and allows you to live on your own terms. The science is clear. Saying no is a key to aging well and living fully. So I invite you today to honor yourself by embracing this powerful word. Use it wisely. Use it kindly. Use it often. Your life is your most precious gift. Protect it with the strength that comes from saying no when you need to.